Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2, where Ulthuan is almost ours once more. It's very, very close. Then we gotta push off all of the new invaders, and then we gotta continue to invade their lands while preventing them from invading ours. It's gonna be a whole big thing. Hey everybody, I hope you like it when I fight Skaven and Dark Elves. So, first things first, we have a real easy turn over here. Silostra has a very important date with Alariel the Everqueen. It would be extremely rude of us to be late. Then we gotta do this thing. We're not gonna be able to attack Alesia this turn. Oh, right, I forgot. I was supposed to move a character to Elisali. Hey, look at that, we're doing it. Silostra orders the lamprey through the shifting aisles, the ones that are currently visible at least, ordering her lookouts to keep their rotting eyeballs peeled. At first, it seems there's no high elf naval presence anywhere to be seen. Whether the Asur are under the magical protection of the ancient spells shrouding the area, or simply eluding her by other means, Silostra does not know. Suddenly, she spots a ship moored off one of the islands, where large numbers of troops are disembarking. And what's this? Could it be the standard of the Phoenix King she sees? From the look of the ship, it certainly belongs to the High Elf fleet at the very least. There's not time to waste, only time to get ready for the show, so we have to do this thing here. Oh, finishing her legendary item quest is how you get the Necrofex Colossus Regiment of Renown. Well, shoot, if they'd made that clearer, I would have done this a long time ago. Because I don't care about this garbage. You know what, Public Order +2 in all provinces, I care a little bit. Yeah, alright, let's, I guess we gotta do this quest at some point. We can't do it right now, but we will have to do a quest battle soon. A High Elf force with some Shadow Warriors, some Sisters, some Chariots. I haven't seen a lot of Chariots. A single Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower. This looks very easy to me. We cannot do it while we are in March Stance, unfortunately, but we will get it next turn. And you get to dig right here, in this place where we've all dug so many times before. Well done. Alright, who has unassigned skill points? Who would dare? Oh, Viola Drury. Kiss of the Deep? Actually, I guess if she's going to be in an army, she should probably be improving its replenishment before she's casting spells.
I'll lash the stragglers.
Alright, we're going to try to get, like, right here and then dig. This is about as close to that skull as I can get.
Time to go.
Alright, hey, that did it. Only 2,500 that time. Oh, and a Talisman of Endurance. Well, that's cool. I do enjoy a good Talisman of Endurance. So, Peggy Rains, Vampire Fleet Admiral Extraordinaire, has capped out Ghost Fleet. She has the Hunger. She has her maxed out Invocation with the Curse of Undeath. Now we need to make a decision. Peggy Rains, what am I going to do with you? Maybe a Redline Lord? Because Burke is already Blue Line, right?
Admiral of the fleet.
Yeah, he has Lightning Strike. We don't actually need two Lords together with Lightning Strike. So I'll make her a Redline Lord. From here. I don't think I want any more of this, any more spells. Wind of Death is pretty bananas, though. Yeah, alright, let's get Wind of Death. So, what's next? Drowned Dead allows us to summon zombie pirate gunners, but the pistol kind, which is not very exciting. You know, still, that's like, if you summon them behind the enemies, shooting directly into the enemy's backs, that's not so bad. The Gaze of Nagash, strong versus a single combatant. This is a direct damage spell. It's very expensive, though. Yeah, let's just go with extra zombies. Summonables seems to be a good way to go, in general. We have research available. It's been a little while since we started a new research, like several videos. I feel like I look at all these every time and go, wow, I don't want any of this stuff. Yeah, ammunition doesn't really matter. Upkeep down for all my artillery is still kind of whatever. Like, we don't really have that much artillery, you know? It doesn't matter what their upkeep is. Boy, I don't know what infrastructure actually means in this context. They should spell this kind of stuff out a little bit more. Like, what buildings exactly does this affect? Because I might argue that literally all buildings are infrastructure buildings, you know? But infrastructure might be the name of one of the categories, like purple or green. Okay, infrastructure means the green buildings. Well, that makes that tech pretty bad, then. Those buildings are not expensive, and you don't need to build... I mean, I guess I build a lot of them. Sure. Melee defense up for all of my basic zombie dudes. That's fine, I guess. Alright, well, we have to do this fight. Nope, sorry.
I have sailed the world.
Parent car has 9 units. We have... Yeah, this should be... This should be relatively straightforward.
Serve for eternity.
Oh yeah, they're all very
Pistols
basic. Of
and
course,
cutlasses ready.
we do still have to be concerned about the rat spawns underneath our artillery and stuff. I should probably just leave the units of sirens back near the artillery. We have 1 unit of sirens in the in Peggy's army, and then another one in the garrison. And we'll just gunline all these Skaven. That should probably be pretty effective. They have enough slings here that I'm a little worried about being able to get the bloated corpse in, especially since our bloated corpse does not have full health. My concern is that he is going to get popped before he has a chance to do anything fun. But once we've run these guys off, we actually have a fair amount of money this turn. Maybe make some interesting ship upgrades. Okay, so... terrain's not totally ideal for a gun line. Go a little thinner than that. So we're going to have to move up quite a bit here. Well, maybe not. I guess we could just... No, like, look at this. This is terrible. We're going to have to move up to, like, here, realistically. Have the mortars all the way up front. Sirens hanging out in the mortars. Deckhands kind of spread across the back here so that if the Skaven pop up in the range as we're walking forward, we can do something about it. Okay. Let's just grab the whole formation except for these two. And up to like there. Except you. You should probably... I probably should have moved you over here. It's gonna take a while for this guy to get relevant. Alright, good mortar fire. Oh, I moved the sirens forward, that's right. I was gonna use them for something. Maybe rebel armies don't get the Skaven summoning ability? Because I would have expected them to be summoning by now. You help with that. You help with that. Let's make sure everybody's on guard mode, because otherwise they're going to chase in a way that's going to cause me great embarrassment when it fails horribly. I want him to get in, but I want to make sure he's clear of the guns first. Because he will absolutely just blow up our gunners. Man has no compunction. No real sense of what his job is. He just loves blowing up. You gotta respect a man who's, like, into the craft to that degree. Alright, I think that's all good. And back here... You lot, just get up here. We'll figure out what to do with you when you actually arrive. And we don't want to start casting just... Oh, that's right, I have summons. Actually, I kind of do want to just start well, I was thinking we could just throw these guys in front and block the approach. But I probably want to wait for them to get in a little bit more and then summon in on their backside, right? But maybe since these guys are so close already, we could do this. It does block line of sight from these guys a little bit. But this will, first of all, they'll be able to just shoot into the side of these clan rat spears, and secondly, they'll block this approach a little bit.
No more delays!
Oh, it just fires, it just summons a normal deckhand mob unless it's overcast, I guess. So we got an explosion there. It was okay. It was what I would describe as an okay explosion. You're being afflicted by enemy magics here. Let's deal with that. Guys got pressed up a little too much. And it looks like they are not, in fact, going to summon anything on us. So, Sirens can roll forward here. Make sure everybody falls back if they don't need to be forward. And mortars just shoot into... I'm going to have one group of mortars shoot into slings, and the other group of mortars can fire into that. That's a dense group of enemies. Take a little bit of self-damage for some more magic. Alright. We got some things going on right here. You can definitely be firing into the backs of these guys. You should actually be endeavoring to get that same angle. Okay, this should be over pretty soon. I don't know who these guys think they are. Alright, chase them out. Get rid of them. I don't want to have to deal with this garbage anymore. They'll run, but they're going to have to keep running. Oh hey, we had a second bloated corpse come up from the back. Well, I think I see the perfect spot for this. Now, I don't want to command him to attack. I want to command him to move through. This looks real good. Yep, that worked out alright. Wow. This is some ambitious mortar fire. Pretty good shooting, too. Alright, well, this is pretty close to over, I think. Seems to me they're going to have a hard time surviving what is still coming here. Oh no, hidden foes! Get them! They actually are holding out kind of a lot longer than I thought they would. Good on them, I suppose. But also, hey, stop doing that. I want to win. Part of the problem here is that they still have their lord, which is making them feel brave. Are you shooting him? Are you trying? Are you actually putting forth effort here?
Blood magic.
Okay, there we go. That should break them down pretty quickly. See, the problem is not getting them to run. It's keeping them running. Killing their lord would help a lot with that. Dude is tough, though. He does not want to go down. Even in the face of what I would describe as overwhelming zombie fire. Also, just like a lot of really gross undead limbs flailing all around him. And, you know, as bad as that would be for us, it's got to be even worse for a rat. Because let me tell you something. Two things about rats. I've mentioned before, obviously, the incredible sense of smell. But second, contrary to sort of the popular media image of the filthy vermin, rats hate being dirty. Having anything at all on their fur, it just drives them absolutely nuts. So you know, we're spewing like, I don't know, zombie juices. Ichor? Do humans have that? They probably do after they're dead. Just all over the place. He would be going nuts. Just like having to stop in the middle of battle and clean himself off. And rats are remarkably fastidious little creatures. One time, Elise tried to give our rats some marinara sauce. This is when they were her rats, not our rats. I tried to give her rats some marinara sauce, and one of them fell in. Like, it was just a little bit on a plate. It wasn't a big bowl or anything, but still managed to get pushed by his brother and, like, fall all the way in. And he was so unhappy. You have never seen a creature so upset. So she gave him a little bowl of water, and he bathed himself very thoroughly. Obsessively, some might say. A real sort of Adrian Monk situation. Alright. Well, they aren't actually all the way dead, but it should be really easy from here. Unfortunately, we are going to have to do this manually, because if we auto-resolve, all of our injured units are going to die. You know, that's just how it goes. It does kind of suck, though, how little money you make from fighting Skaven. I almost phrase that as how much money you don't make. It seems to me that, like, armies of a similar size from other factions give you way more cash. Although, I guess, to be fair, this is an army of a pretty low tech level. It's just slings and unarmored guys with spears. It does help a lot when the army has some actual units in it. I suppose we're sort of doing the same thing to all of our enemies, right? All of my troops are like tier 2. Okay, well this is a little better. There's still this big hill, but the hill is right about at the edge of our shooting range. So they're actually in the open most of the time that they're approaching us. And apparently we don't have to worry about the summons. Some of these guys out here, just all very, very sneaky. Maximum sneakiness. We do not have a bloated corpse. I suppose I could have hired one. Whatever. I think this is under control, probably. Okay, well, that left something to be desired. Listen, they can't all be winners.
Fleet Admiral.
So, normal zombie pirate deckhands, I guess, are at least good at standing in the way. It does take them a while to die. Okay, here we go. This looks better. That's a little more encouraging. Also, the rifle fire has started, which is, I think, going to turn the front line of this battle really quickly. The rest of us will just kind of wait in the wings. Oh no, my hidden units! We definitely want their lord to go down. That would be really good. You guys maybe focus up a little bit. Okay. They've broken completely. I guess I was going to wait until the melee actually started to pop this, but they're almost completely given up already. I guess what they do have is ranged units hiding in the trees over here. So once I see a few more permanent breaks over here, a couple of real shatters, we'll turn some of the guns to the side. Alright, keep chasing them until they're off the map. Yeah, see this nonsense right here? Those guys are pretending to retreat. They are running toward me with the white flag over their head. Technically, these clan rat spears are still part of the battle. The really frustrating part of this is how much time it's going to take us to actually hunt them all down in the trees. Well, it looks like I'm slightly faster than they are. I'm enduring some annoying slings. Alright, so that's happening over there. Down here we have just another unit chasing the sirens into the corner. I suppose the correct solution to this problem is... Hey, you two. Is gunline moves to the other side of the forest? But it's certainly going to take a minute for that to play out. Summon guys. You two. Alright. The mortars can keep working over anybody who would turn around and reapproach. My goal here is just to herd them all the way into the corner. Oh, these ones got close enough. The fools! Yep, now they're all tied up. Sirens are tough. They'll be alright. Nope, never mind. They're not that tough. I forgot what a bunch of huge babies they are. Oh no, we're completely surrounded on all sides by the enemy. What are you? What are you, a child? How is this a problem? Fortunately, fast enough to just get away. Oh, there's the invocation. Not going to be enough to save him. Ah, well. This is going to be really annoying, actually, because we're going to lose sight of these guys, and then all my orders are going to end. Yep, see, this is exactly the thing I was talking about being annoying. Also, where the heck are they going? I'm kind of surprised the mortars can even see over here. Okay. Well, that took forever. You would think. It's a shame that we can't use the sirens the same way we use Robert. You would think that the fact that they can easily win that battle would be enough to keep them from crumbling. I don't know where... We don't have a local siren recruitment building over here, do we? She might just have to do with some less impressive troops for a while. Alright, but the combination of the malcontents all leaving for the rebellion plus the military crackdown should keep this region in relatively high public order. And when I say relatively high, I mean maybe only single-digit negatives. For a few turns at least, we can probably get a real garrison established or something. I would love it if I could just have a place over here to replenish and not have to constantly be putting down rebellions. Unfortunately, we really are just going to have to take a huge amount of territory out here, because anything that we leave behind is going to be subject to backfilling. It wasn't such a problem in the jungle down by us, because there weren't really a lot of factions around there to do that.
Rule the night
You're kidding me. How is that army still...
Admiral of the
How is that army still extant, you know? Alright, now it's gonna mob.
No! Blame you! The tide has come in.
Alright, when the balance of power bar is that full, you can just let it go. Alright, super annoying. Super annoying that happened. So, we have a crummy unit of Dark Elves, a crummy army of Dark Elves coming in. We need to cap out Blacklight Tower. That needs real walls, and it needs them soon.
Landfolk are weak.
She is going to have to grab... What do we actually need here? Probably a unit of deckhands, and I guess we'll get some of these guys. They're going to hit...
Ill-considered.
Yeah, they're going to hit Blacklight Tower next turn.
Admiral of the fleet.
We need to come up with a plan regarding that. Well, here's my big plan. Yep. 3 bloated corpses.
Get on!
This is pretty much just surrendering the monoliths. Yeah, has to be done though.
Fly the flag!
Hey, at least the Skaven know we're serious over here, right?
Blood and plunder.
And then Peggy probably honestly has to go back to Karen Carr. I just need replenishment. I need real replenishment.
I thirst.
Ah, that's still bad. Does she actually have... She actually has full Ghost Fleet. This is all we're getting, huh? Rough. Okay, the south. So we have Stretch here coming in, and I see he has employed the standard Skaven cowardice strategy of being just barely out of our line. Okay, well, how about this? I was gonna say, he goes back to the settlement and we set an ambush nearby. But I'm not sure this guy will actually ride on the settlement if there's an army in it. Although I guess it didn't stop the last guy. Yeah, alright, let's try that. See what he does.
Admiral of the fleet. Blood kiss of the seas.
And you can sit... Alright, to change your stance. You can sit, like, right behind this settlement. I want him to be in ambush mode, but I don't want him to be in ambush mode in a place where he's, like, gonna get definitely attack ambushed by the Skaven.
We'll intercept.
Alright, we'll try that. It's a good jungly area. It should be a good place to pull off that nonsense. Lenny Sea Legs is back in 2. I feel like there was something I was going to do. Probably in regards to somebody's boat upgrades, but I guess we don't really have... Everybody else marched, so... Let's have a quick look at our provinces, our public order in general. Okay, it's just -1 here, and that's provincial instability. That'll get fixed. Whoa, that's a lot of scrolling. Holy crap. Yeah, things are bad in Pahuox too, due to public instability and lack of corruption, which is ridiculous. Skaven spread corruption so quickly. Trace needs to get recaptured. Cloud Coast is going to go to hell. I mean, there's no two ways about that. We can turn this off. That adds a turn, I believe, to its rebellion timer. And we didn't really lose any money there. Okay. Let's see what Lothern does. I assume she's just going to come ashore. Heading straight toward me has kind of been Alariel's thing this whole time. I assume also, simultaneously, that as soon as I get close to her, she's going to run toward Angariel. Because she is a coward of the highest order. Sometimes. No, it's Tyrion who's a coward. Alariel has pretty consistently tried to face roll me. It's not working, but she's going for it. Our ambush was foiled, which is not awesome because Skaven do have that attack ambush thing. Ah, that's very annoying. Alright, Stretch has put himself in ambush stance, hopefully close enough that we can kill him if we break through it. God, I can't wait for Silostra to be over here and part of this. They're devoting so much energy to fighting us in the north, she could just roll right through all their territory down here, I bet. After the frustrations we have suffered at their hands, it's going to feel really, really good to have the Lamprey just roll straight through her. Oh hey, the Knights of Origo, those guys that I was thinking about trying to make some kind of deal with, no longer exist. Cool. And it looks like the that one faction of Tomb Kings doing something over here. They have their plain of dogs with its walls and its garrison. Mayhap they will hold on. I would love it if they held on. Right now they're giving Nagaron something else to focus on. What I would really, really love is to be able to eliminate any one of the factions in the Northwest. Things are going to get so much less complicated when we can reduce the number of people we're fighting. As it is right now, we're going to be playing goalie a lot. And I really hope Bretonnia just keeps chasing Wulfric for now, and he leads them right up to Dark Elf land, and then they decide to divert and go fight the Dark Elves instead. Nope. Cowardice. You're losing chivalry right now. I know how your mechanics work. That was minus chivalry. What are you thinking? Okay, even more armies of Dark Elves. They're going for Slaver's Point, I guess? Not sure if we can make it there in time. All these beastmen. Why won't they fight the Dark Elves? I'm going to try to get them to fight the Dark Elves. We might be able to invite them to defeat our enemies, or whatever, however it is that that is worded when everybody else always does it to us. Alright. Poor Tim Fenn has been wounded. I'm just glad he's not dead. We did discover Stretch. Oh, I make it pretty close to her, actually. She'll just run from me. But if I move all the way to... Let's see, I want to stand in a place where my zone of control is not going to let her pass in the direction of Elisali, but also where I'm as much of an impediment as possible toward her getting to Angariel. She has to go around me. I think this should do all the things I just said. And if she wants to, you know, just stand and fight, we'll stand and fight. But I suspect she will run. For she is a great coward. As are all elves. Okay, yep, I am completely blocking the path to Elisali.
Light of Avalon.
That's a fair number of dragons and phoenixes. She's doing some fancy stuff there. A couple units of dragon princes, which could be dangerous if they got into our ranged. But on the whole, not exactly terrifying. That's sort of the thing with her. She's just not terrifying. Where is Peggy? Nope, not Peggy. Sorry, Cat. Cat reigns. The other reigns.
Nothing will stop me.
Alright, let's get this back.
The last is upon me. Let's fight.
Alright, we have re-cleared Oathwan. It is ours once more.
Standing by.
Actually, let's max out Invocation of Nahak and stuff first here. So... Oh, Bones McDonald is 1 level off of getting to fill an office. Cat Rains is now 2. I guess she's Peggy Rains' sister, maybe?
Bones on deck.
Or mother, or, you know, the whole ages are not necessarily terribly clear when dealing with the undead. Okay, you definitely want more Ghost Fleet.
Orders.
We need to be able to lose a battle and then get right back in immediately after. You just need more guns. This army is remarkably gun-light.
Sea dog. Corsair of the night.
I'm not 100% sure we're actually going to be able to attack him. I think he's going to be able to back off.
No prey, no
But let's
prey.
give it a shot.
Destroy them. Move.
Yep. Wow. Holy crap, he got to run away a huge distance. That's a little crazy, actually. Well,
The sea knows my fate.
I guess I just move forward again. I'm a little concerned here that they're going to attack me and get one of those offensive ambushes.
Fall in, deckhands.
I can fall back far enough to maybe have the settlement garrison cover me.
Darkness comes.
It would be really bad though if they went for the defensive ambush or they went for the offensive ambush and they got it. I'm not sure how we would deal with that.
Dead raiders. All set.
I guess the answer is we can't.
The seas are my domain.
What I can do is swap swap which one of these armies is in front, and then put them both in encampment stance.
And gold.
Also, dig for treasure, obviously,
Blood kiss of the
because you always dig for treasure. That's why. We could make an upgrade to your upper deck. Kind of want to demolish it instead. What does it cost to add another building? It's gonna be 4. Yeah, I'd probably just save. I don't want to do that. Alright, let's talk about people in the north.
waits.
Because we have this upgrade available we should probably take. That looks exciting. These guys are headed for Slaver's Point. I can get Peggy Rains into reinforcement range of Slaver's Point, at least, it looks like.
Admiral of the fleet.
And it doesn't really look like he needs to be here.
I'll order it.
We could probably take these guys on. So they have a couple of manticores. And some human fire warlocks, like a couple units of cavalry. But for the most part, this army is very dependent on getting into melee range.
No prey, no pay.
Now, granted, I'm a little bit denser with bloated corpses than I would ordinarily like, but I think we can take them.
Shark bait.
I think they have left me the opportunity to take them. The fools. I am not predicted to win this battle, which makes me a little nervous. Wait, do you guys naturally have frenzy? No, you do not. Okay. You get to have fire damage, I guess? It doesn't really matter who. Leadership on the spears, who might be expected to hold off a manticore by themselves for a little while. And let's push through yet another army of Dark Elves. And then, provided that his army is not slain here, provided we win this, Burke Black is going to get to upgrade his purple building or his green building rather, to allow him to summon a Necrofex Colossus, which is going to improve the quality of his army somewhat, let's say. Now, we don't actually have any mortars left with this army. That's right, I lost my mortars fighting that walled settlement. That does complicate things a little bit. Like a lot, maybe, actually. Well, you know what we do have instead is all of these bloated corpses. And of course, it goes without saying, because I'm heavy on bloated corpses, I'm going to get to start in an area that's completely open with no cover of any kind. Pretty sweet. Listen, we'll figure it out. I'm having some second thoughts here. Maybe I shouldn't have done this, but we'll figure it out. Actually, if this gets our hunters killed when they're this close to leveling, I'm going to be very sad. So they don't have any artillery either. They have archers, but their archers are much shorter range than my guns. We just have to be, like, reasonably smart about this. Not even very smart, just reasonably. Why is that not a legal line? There we go. You know, with them having cavalry and stuff, this actually is probably a good time to do a proper interspersal. This will make it a lot easier. Dudes, the melee dudes spread out evenly through the thing will make it a lot easier to intercept incoming cavalry. I don't think we want the Mourngulls out in front. Don't think that helps us. And as for the bloated corpses...
Blood to spill!
Boy, as for the bloated corpses, what are we going to do with the bloated corpses? So you can have one approach from this side, one approach from this side, and then two approach from this side, I guess, because it's forested. More likely to actually work. I just need to get some kills with them, you know? They need to have some kind of weight. I'm not even going to micro that guy. If he can just get forward and get anything at all, I'll take it. Okay, that's good. Them getting distracted in rifle range is pretty good for us. Yeah, actually, that's having an effect. Can we... Okay, I might want to get over here a little bit. So they just ran... Yeah, they charged headlong into the bloated corpse. That didn't work out too well for him. Get my cast off. So what do we have here? Is this guy mounted? Yes, he is mounted. That's probably good for us. We are better at fighting large units with our lord. I forgot to put Burke back on his crab. Well, that's probably fine. Let's see here. Let's have the bloated corpses just charge the enemies? Like, I don't know why they're coming at us so split up and weird. This is a very strange thing that they're doing. Right, you hunt them. You probably don't want to be a part of this. Try to get him sort of toward the middle, I guess. Yeah, I don't know what this is. I guess they just got stuck. Maybe their pathing can't quite handle the weird obstructions.
Move, you dogs! Like magic!
Well, you're just like not interested in firing that fireball at all, huh? Wait a minute. I'm trying to select the animated hulks and send them forward. You can have the deckhands run forward like this. Have these... I think it's nice of them to have divin. It's nice of them to have dived directly into our melee like that. That does simplify things for me slightly. Alright, you guys should turn and fire on the manticores. You guys should back up slightly to let the melee close in around you. You can have this happen. Okay. The archers did pick a good moment. This is a time where I really want to be focused on other stuff. Looks like their lord's going to go down pretty quickly, though. Alright, that should work. You in there. You two should probably be shooting at... Yeah, the manticore. Look at the cowardice. It's a Cainite assassin. I don't know what that guy's deal is, but kill him. They have so many units that are not even playing the game. I don't know what is going on with them. Alright, over here. Make sure we are killing this manticore. You're doing that. Where is oh, he got all distracted. Wow, he's gonna have a hard time actually getting back into that part of the fight. You are continuing to shoot at a manticore that probably does not need to be shot at any further. Let's Let's bring these guys up here. The normal gunnery mob can wing around even further since they can keep shooting while they're running.
Eager to kill.
Alright, never stop spirit leeching that dude. Can I shoot a fireball now?
See magic.
No? Maybe? It did go down to 3. Okay, there it goes. That's pretty good. You stay on that lord. You can get on that lord, I guess? You know what? We don't need to do this. You guys try to finish their lord off. There we go. I don't need to run forward and fight enemies. That's not me. Kind of the opposite of what we're all about. We need to fall back and have the enemies shot as they approach us. So I could be spirit leeching this Canine Assassin. I don't really have a lot of good spells, unfortunately. Okay, this is going pretty alright, actually. If things were going to go awry, this is the moment where they would, with the approach of their actual elite melee, but I think they have at this point screwed this up so much that they basically can't win anymore.
Fleet Admiral.
Hey, that fireball went off pretty quickly. It actually did some considerable damage. Alright, well those ones broke before they even got anywhere near us. Yeah, I think they just got stuck on that terrain over there. That's pretty embarrassing for the AI. Also, close victory. I guess you could say it's a close victory in that I only killed like 180% as many people as they killed. Or that my remaining army is only 4.5 times the size of their remaining army. 4.5, that's not that big of a number, right? Yeah, I don't know what. I guess maybe it's like, oh, he lost 3 entire units. That must have been a close one. Cannot imagine what they were thinking. Yet not a single one of the Harganeth executioners got to kill anybody. And we get no runaway shenanigans. This army was in march mode. They are totally dead. I don't think Clark Harrond is a very large faction right now. They probably cannot field another army. We probably have broken them for the moment. Hopefully we will not see any more nonsense coming at us from the west. Except for, you know, the Skavens, because there's an awful lot of Skaven cities still over there. And who knows how many armies in them. I do wish that when you explored them with a hero, they would stay explored a little bit longer, stay visible a little bit longer.
Ours is the sea. There is only my woe.
Man, it's nice to fight real enemies again. That's a fair amount of money. Alright, we got some ship's colors. I'm real good at fighting dark elves.
Of the fleet.
You know, I wasn't going to say it, but since you bring it up, yeah, I kind of am. So, he has all of his blue line stuff. What's next? We could go hard on the magic. I kind of want him to cause terror. Have I bothered to give him a piece of gear for that purpose? I have not. Okay, let's have him cause terror. Even harder for enemies to stay engaged. And you know what? I think most of the time we are going to want him on the mount. Maybe not all of the time, but certainly some of the time. Okay, hey, the raised Deadpool got better. So we'll bring in a mortar and... That's not like a lot better. Mortar and one of these guys and another bloated corpse, because they do actually like having bloated corpses. And also... this.
About time.
And this would allow me to summon a rotting Leviathan. I'm not 100% certain I want to spend population on that. Oh, did I miss... Oh, dude's level 17. So they are 17 and very close to 19. Alright, this is your whole move.
Captain, on deck.
Okay, you need to dig us up some more treasure. Where's the next closest treasure? The dragon stirs, awaking with fury. This is that volcano, right?
I hunger.
Oh, actually, can you get... I may not be able to get through from this side. We might have to, like, go all the way... Wow. This is a decision that you're technically allowed to make. Why would you have so many armies?
Unlike.
Are we cool? Are we still buddies? We're actually trending toward a positive number.
To bestow the great king's favor unto you.
I guess it's impressive you guys can talk at all, considering you don't have lips. But man, that was slow. Man, you're bad at talking. Alright. Yeah, I think we're good then. I think everybody's done their thing. Down here we have tried to set an ambush for this jerk. As best we could, considering that he fled from our previous ambush. Okay, yeah. Let's see what our Lariel does. I hope she just runs at me. You know, I'm in March mode. I'm never going to be more vulnerable than I am right now. Let's just do this. If you're not willing to do this right now, what are you even planning to do here? Do not run from me. Okay, well, she didn't really run from me. I don't understand what she thinks she is doing, but it is not safe for her to be here, that's for sure. Okay, Nagarond Confederated Harganeth. That's interesting. I don't know if that's good or bad for us. It doesn't really change their strength right now, obviously. All the existing armies still exist. They're all just under the same banner now. Wow. 2 successful wounds in a row, huh? Oh, good, an ambush. Oh, and now it's Lord Skrulk. He's back from his wounding. Well... I hate this. God, Robin Brown's gonna die. Alright, let's fight it. So... I hate dealing with this offensive ambush. Our army is really bad at being ambushed, too. We are probably one of the people that ambushing is most effective against. That said, it's completely absurd that we are ambushable in this way. Like, not that they shouldn't be able to ambush us, but if I fall back and go into encampment mode, it should not be the case that I'm marching from one place to another when they ambush me. I stopped and made camp. There should be a separate ambush map for that. Like where your guys are circled up and they can set up on any number of sides of you and they get to start really close if they want. Because we just weren't marching anywhere. I pressed extra buttons to be not marching. I made a conscious decision to stop moving and anchor myself in place. Alright, so... This is terrible. Alright, the first thing we have to do... Yeah, why would we be marching in a big long line like this anyway? First thing we have to do is we have to reform over here. One of you over there. One of you over there. Sirens just run straight back. You guys also just run... Yeah, everybody just run back. Because they're going to do that... oh, you need to do something else, though. They're going to do that summoning clan rats right on top of my artillery thing soonish. Warp lightning cannons. I want him out of there before that happens, so that he doesn't accidentally blow up in our guys and kill everyone. I'm going to try to go around, see if we can get into their ranged or something. Actually, you know what? Never mind. I'm going to cut across. I want to blow up in those plague monks if I can. Come on. Just keep running this way. Try not to get caught by the clan rats. Oh, this is gonna... Actually, this is gorgeous. No, wait, go this way, go this way. I got some of them. That was a ton of damage, actually.
I'm here.
Okay, hold on a second. First things first. Miscast chance 0. Really good invocation. Next. Next what? No, what is next? Shanty, probably? We gotta turn around some of our melee and get them into stuff. I was hoping we'd be able to pull back, but that is a lost cause. How am I gonna deal with all this? They're outside of my artillery range. Frankly, I just don't have time to deal with them anyway. You guys have to... Yep, death globes, that's a real problem. And... rat ogres... I mean, the rat ogres are going to do some damage. No two ways about that. Their charge is pretty okay. They'll die immediately after they charge, because that's what rat ogres do. But their charge is pretty okay. And I'm going to Tormentor Sword, so that's going to freeze these units in place. And then I'm going to have these guys get the hell out of the way. The guns can start shooting. Yes, like all of you guys over here have to turn and get on it. We could go after Skrulk. So Skrulk can't ever have a mount. That's actually not a terrible thing, because it means that he gets to be on the ground, hard to shoot. Yeah, I'm still going to try to get him, though. Like, if we could get him, that would be really big. Skrulk is a very, very dangerous character. One of the lords that I least like to see on the opposing side of a battle. Alright. Try to get these guys to move forward into positions that could matter while also getting the hell out of the way of the guns. Alright, we are going to lose, but it's important that we do as much damage as we can on our way out, because this battle has to be possible to complete for the other army. We are going to lose a fairly leveled up lord, which I hate. Alright, we'll deal with that soon enough. So you can see all the green means that they are enchanted with filth. I don't remember, I don't think that gives them magical damage. Not that they need it. Alright, I am heartened by the number of bullets that I am seeing. Okay, looks like we're driving them off. So now a question. Do I try to march a couple units of gunners, a couple units of rifles across the field to mow down their artillery? How likely do I think that is to work? I think the answer to that question is not likely. I gotta keep the healing going over here. But then, like, also, I guess the smart play is to do something like this. I'm just going to have to kind of ignore, as crazy as that sounds, I'm just going to have to kind of ignore their artillery because I don't think I can get across the field to attack it very effectively. There's some gutter runner slingers over here who would be cool to kill, but, like, probably not, honestly, at super high priority. Sirens just have to hold out as best they can. Try to get this guy out of the way. Alright, I mean, we're getting some good gunnery in here. I figure out what I think I should do with these two units of rifles. I'm gonna move over here. This side is collapsing, so debuff enemies, buff friends. It's actually like a lot of healing cast on people who are never going to get healed by it. Not still going to be alive by the time that resolves. I mean, we're getting to shoot into the back a lot. You're losing ground, no kidding. I'm gonna try to get some of these guys in their sides and backs. Death embraces your lord. Well, that's going to be the battle probably then. We have some real dubious leadership in the first place. Actually, never mind. Fire at those guys. Let's start firing now. Yeah, fire just kind of into the big ball of melee. As much damage as possible. And we're doing good stuff here. Yeah, that offensive ambush totally killed me. The fact that it was an offensive ambush led by Lord Skrulk also did not help. God, I can't wait until we can get Silostra down here. Yeah, that really sucks. That's a good lord that we just lost there. So we killed like a third of his troops. Man. Yeah, we really, like, we don't have a good anti-artillery plan in any army that isn't Silostra's. Because Silostra has... This is part of the reason I was talking about splitting her and Robert up, is because she can summon charge cavalry, and then Robert can be the charge cavalry for somebody else. And, like, in that case, in the case where we had either of those things, this would have been a lot easier. Sorry, a lot easier. We probably still would have lost. But we would have taken less damage from their artillery, which would have meant that we'd had more of us to fight for longer. Got 167 kills on one of those mortar crews. So now the real danger is him falling back to his territory and like going into ambush mode or something, making it so that we can't follow up on this immediately. And Robin Brown is one of our officers too, so we're going to lose something. We're going to lose whatever capacity he was bringing us. Wait, why did my army move that way? Okay, well. That's strange. I appreciate them running deeper into my territory. Oh no, my potion of strength. Also, we're going to make a ton of money at the beginning of this next turn, now that we're down an army. And we'll use that money to resummon an army over here as quickly as possible, and then the Skaven will run 12 armies into us again, and we'll slowly get whittled down. We just gotta hold position, I guess. Holding position is going to be our best possible outcome until we get some backup. I guess in some sense, Nagarond confederating Harganeth is good, in that it gives us only one set of diplomatic concerns to manage up here. Once we have beaten them back and taken Nagarond, we only have to negotiate peace with... Well, I was about to say we only have to negotiate peace with one faction, but actually, Nagarond and the Skaven are still separate factions, and also... Actually, there are still two other tiny Dark Elf factions up here that are at war with me. And actively sending troops to attack me, so I don't know. Actually, I don't know if the Confederation changed things that much at all. I guess, you know what, it's good because the AI gets a flat amount of bonus stuff. Each AI faction gets a flat amount of bonus stuff. So the fact that we are now only facing one AI army in the group of things that is Nagarond, rather than two, means they're only getting that set of bonuses once. So they have lost some resources. And really, there was no good reason for them to pursue a confederation there. I don't think it helped them at all. Okay. Their elven unit failed to assault us. Bad stuff is happening down in the jungle. It's a jungle of bad stuff. It's a jungle where only bad things happen. The Clawed Coast is going to rebel, which is extremely whatever. I have never cared about anything less.
Good understudy.
Manderoft is level 19. He's so close. Where is Lenny? Lenny Sealegs has respawned at the High Sentinel. Okay, that's interesting. So we can have him try to take out some of these annoying priests. Killing the Plague Priest out of this army isn't going to accomplish anything, because Lord Skrulk is also a Plague Priest, like they have access to the same spells. But taking this guy out could be meaningful. Get over there, Lenny. Show him what's what. Critical success. That guy is permanently dead. Alright, welcome back to the team. Lenny Two Legs. He is now Lenny Two Legs. He took the 2 legs.
Admiral.
Alright, I probably actually should not play another turn here. Let's, I want to recruit something here. Let's recruit some Morgals. Let's recruit a unit that can move fast. Okay. We'll charge, we'll fight. Actually, are you joking? I can't attack? That guy is 5 feet from me. And also, there's absolutely no reason for me to have run this way from a battle that happened to my south. Ugh, that's very annoying. There's some movement stuff in this game that just extremely does not make sense. So, next time, we try to get Ratvenge. Silostra Dearfont, sorry, kills Alariel for what will hopefully be the last time, and then probably immediately after just rolls into this quest battle and gets us access to a sweet Regiment of Renown Necrofex Colossus that will definitely go in one of the other armies, because hers does not need it. We also have, up here, Burke Black and his merry band. We definitely can have Peggy clear this guy out. I don't know what Burke's going to do, but I do know that it eventually ends with him in control of at least one Necrofex Colossus, so I'm very excited about that. Yeah, things are coming around, eventually, slowly. Also, I had to figure out something to do with cat reins. I'm not... These Nagaron navies looks like they were coming over here and then turned around. So I don't know. She might hang out at the Shrine of Cain. She might actually go north, try to pressure them on land. We'll see. I guess I have some time to think about it. That is going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Come back next time for, hopefully, the settling of some grudges. And we'll see you then.